StockPulse Newsroom, talking Silver Tiger metals today. Silver Tiger trades as SLVR in the Toronto Venture Exchange, SLVTF, the OTCQX in the States. So they've been in the news lately with some nice intersects drilling down there in Mexico. Run into the details of that news and give us a little overview and update on the company. I've got the president and CEO, Glenn Jessome. So, Glenn, I appreciate you taking the time here. Been in the news lately here, obviously. So, fantastic results here. I want you to get into those and I think maybe give maybe investors a little look into 21 before we get there.
Well, look, let's talk about who we are first, man. Look, I'm talking to your audience. They have no clue who we are. Track record. We'll get to the Tiger. But guys, when you're going to invest in these juniors, make sure, and everybody starts somewhere, but try to filter through the guys that have done it over and over and over. We've been in Mexico for 30 years, only Mexico. We built two companies that we've taken to more than $1 billion market cap. They traded on your New York Stock Exchange. They traded down there. We got a couple of dogs in the fight right now. I'm the securities lawyer, build the public companies in Canada, then we get them listed in the US. That's how it goes. Got the OTCQX listing, as you know already, for the Tiger. Go gold. Further down the food chain, $1 billion market cap. We took that public just before the Tiger. GGJX, boom, she's on her way with Los Ricos. The next one, the True Junior, that's the Tiger. Same technical team, same experience, earlier stage, more money to be made. We're penny stock still, but we're doing real well, Rob. Look, acquired a public company, use my skill set, get this thing at the bottom of the market in 18, paid 11 million Canadian. Since then, I've raised over 100 million. I'll talk about that in a minute. We put it in the ground. We're over a 200 million market cap, just getting going. Goal is to be $1 billion company. I'll talk about the quality of the investors in a minute, but what's the Tiger? Look, what I bought was a 30,000 hectare land package, a district in Sonora. Why did we buy it? Back to America. Listen, there's no new discovery in Mexico. All the mines are found under the head frames of old Spanish mines, but usually old American mines. This one, here's why we bought it. Got the old mine records, 1908 to 1930. You Americans were in there early. The old timers, we call them. 100 million silver equivalent ounces at 2.5 kilos in a 100-ton per day mill. In 20 years, they all went home. Great Depression, silver 10 cents from $1.33. Man, we should never be able to pick this thing up for 11 million. We did. Old timers took a nibble. That's the kind of stuff we're drilling. Look, go look at what we're drilling. 1, 2, 3, 10 meters of 1, 2, 3, 10. We had some stuff just before Christmas, 82 kilos silver equivalent. This is just a high grade, big mine. We're nailing it pretty well. Everywhere we put a drill bit. And big thing now, biggest development is we went underground last month. We're back in the guts of the Tiger. We're going to be drilling from underground here in the next month or so. Stay tuned for some photos. We're a couple of 100 meters in that old mine, and we're going to go all through her and get this super high grade back in production as quick as we can. We can say that. We've built 4 mines in our time in Mexico, sold 3 more to majors. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah, quite an intro there, Glenn. I know when I go to the horse track, I usually find the guy who's been there before and is collecting the money, and I follow him around. So certainly a reason to pay attention now. So let's get into how early it is and what you've done before. That speaks for itself. But where are we at in the overall scheme of things here? How much room is here for investors to go? We've got a fantastic gold price. Fantastic volatility, in my opinion. The equities haven't really got the run up yet. I would imagine that would happen. So again, you keep your eye on the prize of what you're doing, but talk about what gets accomplished here in 22.
6 drill rigs banging away on the Tiger right now. Regular drill results every couple of weeks. I'm not going to go through them all. Go to the frickin' website, silvertigermetals.com. Go look at those results. Multi-kilo wide zones. I mean, some of this stuff, we're drilling stuff 20 meters of 2.6 kilos. You go look at all that. More of that to come from 6 drill rigs on surface right now. We're going underground. We've hired the best underground developers that we've used up for the last 20 years in Mexico. They do Silvercrest, First Majestic, all that stuff. They're underground. We'll be drilling underground here in the next couple of months. Look, 90 kilometers from us. Look, we're covered by every bank in Toronto, man. Go look if you can get the analyst coverage from Stifel, Echelon, Sprott, BMO, all of them cover us. And all of them are saying, guess what they're saying? And we think the same. We're the next Silvercrest. We think we'll be bigger than Silvercrest. They're 90 kilometers to the south of us. An old abandoned Swiss mine they drilled off. You know the story there. If you follow Silver, buddy, you know Silvercrest. They've been telling us we're going to be the next Silvercrest for a year and a half. We knew that when we acquired it, what we're going to be. We think our land package is bigger. We think in the long run, we could basically pass them. We're $200 million market cap. There's no guarantees. We see a sight line to $1 billion company here. We've done it twice before. So, when we say that, it's not just, blowing smoke up, what. That's sort of where we are with this, Rob. Quality of investor. Think about this. I got 40 million bucks in the bank to execute all this as a little junior. Supported by my last syndicate was 8 banks in Toronto. I can tell you this, that we just raised 23 million the day that Putin went in and started firing missiles at 60 cents Canadian, 57 actually. No warrants. The smartest precious metals institutions in the world bought it what you guys can buy it for today. That should tell you something. Franklin Templeton, Sprott Asset Management, Merck, all of the top institutions took it all. No hedge funds, nothing against hedge funds, and no retail. But you're in the same boat. There's no big warrant on that. That's why people don't like the big boys getting it. They bought it with no warrant. That shows our strength. 40 million in the bank, 6 drill rigs at surface, going underground, just like they did at Silvercrest. Start exploring underground. We're just getting going. First inning.
Oh, lots of room to go here. Lots of you got the capital, all the fuel in the tank to carry out the mission. You've been there, done it. You're in elephant country. I don't know, Glenn. I mean, I guess I'll hit you with the devil's advocate. What could go wrong here?
Well, really, you're always affected by price of metal. We think the metal price is absolutely fantastic. It doesn't have to go any further. We mined gold at $250 back in the day, 20 years ago, and made money. So we think the price is fantastic. Political risk, geopolitical risk, we think that's going to help us, what's going on across the world. Inflation in our favor. Interest rates, I don't think they're going to go as hard as they can because we've got a recession coming. I hope I'm wrong. I just hope I'm wrong. But we've been in Mexico 30 years, man. We have managed the risk. We have built mines there. It's not easy. It almost killed us on the first ones. So from my perspective, we manage that risk in Mexico. We own all the mineral concessions here. There's no payments to be made. Actually, I own the 7,000 hectares of land. The rancher was willing to sell it. So now I'm going to get the mineral rights. I own all the land. There's really no risks. There's always risks in these things. There's certainly none that we're worried about.
Okay, well, we'll leave her there and look forward to checking back in when you have some more news. Again, that's the president and CEO, Glenn Jessome of Silver Tiger Metals, SLVR, Toronto Venture Exchange, SLVTF, OTCQX in the States. Again, Glenn, thanks for taking the time, and we'll look forward to checking back in when you have some more holes to report.
Really appreciate having us, Rob. Thank you.